The time is 11 o'clock on this late Wednesday night, July 19th, 2017. It's time for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night, 19th July 2017. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 11 o'clock, and our top story in the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night is veteran Republican Senator from Arizona, John McCain, at age of 80 years old, diagnosed with a brain tumor. President Trump last AG session for recusing himself from the arrest report while he played hardball on Obamacare repeal. Alleged conduct by former USC Dean horrible and despicable med student tells angry students. Trump Election Commission on Iran fire holds first meeting. Cup suspended defense lawyers say video shows drugs planted in Baltimore. Kushner to speak to the Senate Intelligence Panel on Monday as part of the Russia probe. Trump ends covered at 8 Syrian rebels trying to topple Assad. Moon seeks 2020 deal for peace with a nuclear-free North Korea. Reveal the muzzle the Johnson mission to bring the demolished city back from the dead. Supreme Court allows Trump refugee ban but backs brother exemptions for relatives. Arizona Democrat grateful for the Senate responsibility. Patrick Shifton special legislature session in high gear in Texas. Chicago police are asking local residents to be on the lookout for a missing woman who has dementia. Trade talks fizzle as Jennifer buffs for key Trump team demand. Facebook subscription ban gives publishers hopes at last. How Tesla makes the money slicing and dicing of Elon Musk. Fast growing empire. T-Mobile quarterly results top estimates as subscribers grow. 90-year-old Samuel leads to a million-year-old fossil discovery. NASA wanted to talk about science, so Congressman wanted to ask about Martian civilizations. Rock finds rewrites about Australian human history. A toddler's brain damage has been reversible for a year after near drowning. Sam, the world's youngest double-hand transplant received now can now swing a baseball bat. Peter Channel News Time is 11:02 on this late Wednesday night. It's time now for extravagant trend of the park. Baby! Let's start it off on the MBTA. We're on the subway system. It's looking good, and on the commuter rail. Fitchburg Line, train 4:30, 9:30 p.m. from Westchester up at 5 minutes fiasco between Littleton 495 station and Dock Station. And on the front of the train, 8:35, 10 p.m. from substations up to 20 minutes late between substation Wickford Junction. And on the ferries, they are all looking good. Okay, look at the hours and byways of New England on this late Wednesday night. 95, the north southbound side, so between Bridgeport and Separate. 95, northbound side, so between Bridgeport and West Haven. Masspac westbound side, it's so between Logan Airport on the Framingham, Route 180 on the northbound side, so between Charlestown and Revere. 495 on the southbound side, so between 95 and Newburyport all the way out to 213 Methuen. And I was involved with Ron Nurseman on Lincoln Gibbs up near State 89, northbound side, also in St. Alban. Peter Channel News Time is 11:03 on this late Wednesday night, and it's time now for a weather report. And if you stepped outside, you felt like you were in a bowl of soup because it is a sticky and a soupy night on tap. So if you go on to bed, make sure you cool off your room and make sure you bring a fan with you because it's going to be another uncomfortable night for sleeping. All right, our current conditions. Temperature 2.75 degrees, humidity 99%, and barometer 99 inches. Okay, looking at current conditions around the region, it's 82 in Boston, 79 in Salem and Gloucester, 75 in Bedford, 77 in Pittsburgh, 73 in Worcester and Norwood, 75 in Taunton and Plymouth, 73 in Bedford and Falmouth, 72 in Boston, 75 in Chatham, 74 in Marshallville, 70 in Nantucket, 77 in Providence, 73 in Buckeye, 77 on Montauk, 79 in Islip, and Bridgeport and New Haven, 81 in New York City, 73 in Denbury and Meriden, 77 in Waterbury, 79 in Auckland and Winslow, 74 in Springfield, 73 in Greenfield, Mass, 72 in Northampton, 75 in Pittsfield, 77 in Albany, New York, and Silver Springs, New York, 72 in Ralph, Vermont, 70 in Bennington and Vermont, and Lebanon, New Hampshire, it's 73 in Keene and Jaffa, New Hampshire, and Manchester and Concord, New Hampshire, 77 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 78 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 72 in Laconia, New Hampshire, and 72 degrees out in Portland, Maine. Okay, look at that sports news. Okay, look at the surface map around the country shows the station front from Northern Montana stretching all the way down the Midwest and merging with a cold front from Michigan stretching up Ontario and Quebec. Followed by from Middle United States down to the Appalachians. High pressure ridges in western Carolinas, eastern Oklahoma and Texas and the western Gulf Coast, and down in the intermountain region and the Rockies. Low pressure with a front from South Dakota stretching all the way down to New Mexico, down to the Rockies. Another point from Utah down to Nevada, down to the Gulf of California. Another one from British Columbia all the way down to California with a low pressure right in Utah, Washington State, Southern California, Gulf of California, Utah, and western South Dakota. An high pressure ridge off the Wisconsin coast. It's 77 degrees out in Detroit, 82 in Pittsburgh. It's 86 in Washington, D.C., 87 in Atlanta, 80 in Miami, Florida, it's 91 in Dallas, Texas, 83 in Brownsville, Texas, it's 83 out in Kansas City, Missouri, 90 out in Omaha, Nebraska, 79 out in Chicago, 72 Minneapolis, St. Paul, 76 out in Seattle, 63 in San Francisco, 73 out in Los Angeles, 86 in Las Vegas, 85 in Salt Lake City, 81 in Denver, 88 in Albuquerque, 97 in Phoenix. And this is the cold front that is going to make its way through the region on Friday. But now, before the cold front makes its way on Friday, we are in this front from the Gulf, bringing warm air and hot and humid air to the region right now. All right, let's take a look at radar, and it shows some spotty rain showers. Stretching line from North Kent, Connecticut, all the way down to Winchester, Connecticut, around North Granby, Connecticut. And we got another batch of rain showers stretching west of Bear, Massachusetts, and around Quabbin Reservoir, raining around Ashburnham and west of Brookline, New Hampshire. And a lot of the rain showers and storms from Bangor all the way down around St. Stephen, New Brunswick, and raining from Holton, Maine, all the way over to western New Brunswick, and raining around Park Island, Caribou, Maine, and raining around London, Vermont, and up around Sunset and Quebec. And rain showers with embedded bands of thunder around east of Potsdam and south of Malone, New York. And now we got some line of showers and storms. Stretching line from north central Mexico all the way down to Fort Worth region around Wisconsin. A line of showers and storms around Nebraska. Line of showers and storms from Minneapolis and Minnesota all the way down to western Wisconsin. And showers around 7 Wisconsin and Illinois that were there in Minneapolis this evening. And rain around the Great Lakes and rain showers off the Florida coast and rain around Orlando and southern Georgia and southwestern Georgia and the southeastern portions of Alabama. And raining off the Washington coast, and we're going to take a look at that front that spawned a lot of showers and storms around the Minnesota area by about later early this evening. This is a line of showers and storms from stretched out Illinois, stretching down I-55 and I-57 through the Chicago and Winnetka and Lake Forest and Waukegan and stretching down Wisconsin, Kenosha, down for Whitewater, Fort Jackson, Janesville, and Watertown, and raining around the Milwaukee area, and raining all the way down to Clinton to do it in Iowa. And it's headed towards the east, so northwestern Indiana, western Michigan, you are next in these lines of showers and thunderstorms. Okay, looking at satellite, and it shows patchy clouds stretching from western and New England, stretching up in New Hampshire, Maine, and coming up much of New Brunswick and Pennsylvania, and a line of clouds from west Mexico stretching down for the Rockies and down for the Central Plains and down by much of Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, western Michigan, and up on Ontario, and a line of clouds from Suburb and the Northern British Columbia down for Northern Alabama down to Northern Alberta down to North Central Saskatchewan, Manitoba. And grounds coming to much of coastal South Carolina, Georgia, and much of Florida. Okay. Heat index values may reach 95 in few locations on Thursday afternoon. This may include conditions of heat advisory and there'll be a growing concern for the few strong thunderstorms to move across the region Thursday evening and overnight. And looking at forecast discussion. Mainly dry but hot, humid weather persists about Thursday afternoon to make growing concern for random showers and thunderstorms Thursday night, for a few of which may be strong to severe and produce heavy rainfall. The dry and warm for Friday and Saturday, but turning less humid and unsettled weather in the form of showers are possible times Sunday to Tuesday. Dry and trend will likely develop more than the with mild days and cool nights. So, if you have some weekend plans outside, Saturday will be the best bet over Sunday. And overall trend of the forecast of tonight remains track pattern. Wave has kept some high level surge across the region, but will continue to move offshore as sprinkle and purposeful at the deck. But overall, dry forecast remains track and otherwise be a large super spread across the region as surge boundary has started across Connecticut and southeastern Massachusetts. And biggest question is the boundary moves offshore and results in a drier area mass of the coastal plain without slowly starting to shift to no more western direction possible. This would limit fog dwell in the Sulphate Cayman Islands will have the best shot of low visibility, as well as Connecticut River Valley, where winds are still light and dew points are still high. Okay. 7-day forecast goes like this. Overnight, clear skies and 79. Low about 69 degrees. West about 3 to 6 miles an hour from Thursday. Mostly sunny hot. High about 91. Low northwest wind about west 5 to 9 miles in the morning. Wind index is, heat index is as 95. Thursday night, chance showers and thunderstorms after 10 p.m. Mostly clouds about 69 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Chance patient 40%. You rainfall amounts between 1 and 9 inches possible for Friday. Most of the sunny forecast about 8 a.m. about 66 degrees. Known winds and northwest about 3 to 7 miles and a shifting westward about 6 miles coming up in midnight. For Saturday, Putty says about 85 degrees. Sunday at chance showers at 3 a.m. Mostly clouds about 64 degrees. Chance patient 30%. Sunday, chance showers mostly clouds about 76 about 64 degrees. Chance patient 45%. Monday, chance showers mostly clouds about 79 about 62 degrees. Chance patient 35%. Tuesday, chance showers Putty says in the most clouds about 75 about 61 degrees and chance patient 30%. And for Wednesday, mostly sun's got about 75 degrees. And Peter's what afraid of that. Another hot and humid one to tap them out. And that's me for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night, 19th of July 2017. I'm Peter Jones. Hope you have a good night with a good positive and I'll see you tomorrow morning on the more report. Up, y'all. Have a good night.